Prince Harry apparently wants to return to the UK. His American dream is well and truly over, and frankly, I'm not surprised. Did he really think that turning his back on the country that gave him his privilege and dissing his family, the royal family, would work in his favour? What planet is he on? Prince Harry has become a global embarrassment.
The truth is, Nana is the global embarrassment. Yes, I said it. Her absurd monologue was inspired by the Daily Mail story titled, "Harry Asks Former Aides to Help Plot His Return from Exile," which claimed that Prince Harry was seeking to return to the UK and resume royal duties. According to the story, close friends of Prince Harry were the sources of this information. The article further suggests that Harry is willing to be reduced to ribbon cutting in order to win back favour with the British public. This narrative, however, is not only false, but also reveals the desperation of both the royal family and the British media. The attempts to portray Harry as a disgraced exile yearning for a return to the royal fold are transparent, especially in light of the year he and Meghan have had. Honestly, sometimes I wonder, do people like Nana willingly choose to believe their own lies? If you know the answer to that, say something in the comments section. Now, the idea that Prince Harry is in exile and desperate to return to the UK is a narrative that has been pushed by the British media for years. This narrative hinges on the notion that Harry regrets his decision to step back from royal duties and is now seeking to make amends by returning to the fold. However, this could not be further from the truth. Prince Harry's decision to step back from royal duties was a carefully considered one, made in consultation with his wife, Duchess Meghan, and with the best interests of their family in mind. Since leaving the UK, Harry and Meghan have built a life for themselves in the United States, one that is focused on their shared values of philanthropy, social justice, and mental health advocacy. Their work through the Archewell Foundation has shown that they are committed to making a positive impact on the world. The suggestion that Harry would be willing to prove himself by returning to the UK and engaging in very low-key royal duties is not only insulting, but also completely at odds with the life he has built for himself. Harry has repeatedly stated that he wants to be on the ground, meeting with people and engaging in meaningful work. Therefore, the idea that he would be content with ribbon-cutting ceremonies and other mundane royal duties is laughable. Moreover, the notion that Harry is in exile is a gross misrepresentation of his situation. Harry is not a disgraced prince, cast out of the royal family and living in shame. He is a man who made a conscious decision to step back from a role that was no longer serving him and his family. He is not begging to return to the royal fold, nor is he seeking to win over the British public. The real reason behind the false narrative of Harry's alleged return to the UK lies in the success that he and Meghan have achieved since leaving the royal family. The couple's ability to build a successful, independent life outside the constraints of the monarchy has been a thorn in the side of both the royal family and the British media. It is clear that Harry and Meghan have gone global, and their influence has only grown since they stepped back from royal duties. The British media, for years now, has portrayed Meghan as a divisive figure, someone who is responsible for driving a wedge between Harry and the rest of his family. They have sought to discredit her at every turn, painting her as a manipulative and controlling influence over Harry. However, these narratives have been proven to be false. The truth is that Meghan has not driven a wedge between Harry and anyone. Harry and Meghan's relationship with the Spencer family, Princess Diana's family, has undermined the royal family's and the media's narrative that Harry is isolated and without a support system. Therefore, British media's attempts to portray Harry as a man yearning for a return to the UK are nothing more than a desperate attempt to regain control of the narrative. In addition to this, the fact that the article relies on unnamed sources and friends of Harry, who allegedly believe he should return to the UK, speaks volumes about the lack of credibility in the story. As one person pointed out on Twitter, these so-called friends that are constantly quoted by the British media never seem to have anything positive to say about Harry. They never congratulate him on his accomplishments or wish him well. Instead, they always seem to be pushing the narrative that he should return to the royal fold. This begs the question, who are these friends? And why are they so intent on seeing Harry return to a life he has clearly chosen to leave behind? The answer is simple. These friends are not really Harry's friends at all. They are individuals who think they know Harry, but who, in reality, do not understand the man he has become. They are people who are more interested in maintaining the status quo than in supporting Harry's journey of self-discovery and growth. Moreover, the idea that Harry would be willing to return to the UK and live in a small Frogmore cottage when he is currently living in a mansion in California is absurd. Harry has made it clear that he values his privacy and the freedom that comes with living outside the constraints of the royal family. The suggestion that he would trade this for a life of ribbon cutting and mundane royal duties is laughable. Speaking of mundane, the British media is quick to discredit the work that Harry and Meghan do. Meanwhile, they continue to glorify the mundane activities of the working royals. So hypocritical. As one person pointed out on Twitter, what do the royals do other than attend mundane events and cut ribbons? Harry and Meghan have accomplished more in the past year than most of the working royals. Yet their work is continually dismissed as less important. And the reason why they do this is because they want to convince us that Harry is a man desperate to return to that royal mundaneness. This is indicative of their inability to accept that he has moved on. The British media, and by extension the royal family, are stuck in the past, unable to reconcile the fact that Harry has found happiness and purpose outside the constraints of the monarchy. Prince Harry is not in exile, nor is he begging to return to royal life. He is a happily married man, a father of two, and a person with a clear sense of purpose. He has no desire to return to the UK and engage in mundane royal duties. To summarise, the narrative that Harry is desperate to return to royal life is not only false, but also reflects a deep-seated desperation on the part of the royal family and the media. It is also reflecting the fact that the success Harry and Meghan have achieved since leaving the UK has been a thorn in the side of both the royal family and the British media. In reality, Prince Harry is a man who has found his purpose, built a successful life for himself and his family, and is committed to making a positive impact on the world. Harry and Meghan have moved on, and it is high time that the media and the royal family did the same. Thank you for watching.